What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? So we're back. We are back for another episode review of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 5. Nope. Season 4. Girl, I'm trying to speed it up, okay? I don't know what episode this is. It'll be up in the title. But anyway, girl. So let's just get up into it because I feel like it's the season about to end because it just been feeling really uneventful. Last week really did nothing happen, and this week not much happened either. So it's like a continuation of like filtered and what is it? Not filtered, but fluff episodes or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we get into it, right? Girl, I ain't even gonna say what I was about to say because knowing me, get on here and talk for like a whole hour for nothing. But nothing. Girl, let me tell you something. First of all, let me get into this 1 second. Mocha, I saw that you not DM me, but he put up an Insta story or something because I guess, people didn't send him my clip or whatever, and they gonna say something. Did I read the whole thing? No. It was one of those, because it was a lot that he wrote, and Ashley wasn't finna sit there and read all of that for somebody that I just really don't see it for. But I know it was like, it felt like one of those, okay, I see you say what you had to say, but obviously you don't know me and you can have your opinions, but I appreciate it because of this or whatever. It was one of them backhanded type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Mr. Mocha Blast or whatever the hell your name is, girl, we don't know you, okay? We don't know you, and somebody keep on sending me mess to my DMs. Baby, don't send me nothing else. I don't care. I really don't care. What I said is what I said, and how I feel is how I feel. I ain't never heard of you before this show. I have never heard of you before this show. And I'm a music head, okay? I'm a hip hop head, all right? And I expound all type of dramas and genres and this and that and that. Baby, I ain't never heard of you, okay? And Google ain't never heard of you either. So moving on from that, girl, I glanced at it and then I just cut it off. I said, what? And obviously ain't nobody know because ain't nobody hit me up and tell me, oh, he didn't put this, because ain't nobody that's, girl, don't nobody that watch me follow your ass. But anyway, no shade. It ain't me trying to be negative. It ain't me trying to be nasty or nothing like that. But, it's not going to change my opinion, shout out to you. But what I said is what I said. I don't change my thoughts, okay? Moving on from that, we get up into the episode to the mess that really don't matter. Amber and Puppy, let's just get them crybabies out the way, because at this point in time, we need a revamp. I understand that this is Life After Lockup or whatever, so can we get some more couples, probably do like a Where Are They Now type of episode or whatever on all of the couples? That's what we TV need. Baby, I'm giving y'all ideas, Love After Lockup. We need to do a Where Are They Now on all the couples from season 1 till now, because some of them are still with us, some of them aren't, and then some of them back lock up, okay? Now, I know one of the couples that we've been looking forward to, and I seen it up in my comments, and baby, we was here. We was here because they gave us shits and giggles, and it was mostly because of Andrea and Lamar. Baby, Lamar got locked up again. Andrea ain't been on Instagram in like 2 years or whatever. Mama had popped up a couple of weeks ago and said, I guess I'm a prison wife again or something like that. I said, oh my God, girl, what happened? Girl, she ain't expound on it, but I think somebody spilled it up in the comments, but I don't remember. All I know is he back up in jail, or she said a prison wife, so that means prison to me. I said, damn. What you out here doing all this time? You been in the free world, and then you want to mess up on what? A violation or I don't know what happened. If y'all know the tea, put it down in the comments. Is he still in there? I said, damn, Andrea, man, we could have had, what you gonna be on Love during Lockup? Come on back, girl. Come on back, girl. And you still with that Mormon shit. To each his own. But that's what we need. We need some more stuff to spice this up. We need some new couples. okay? Because Lindsey and Blaine do not need to come back. Amber and Puppy don't need to come back. Brittany and Marcelino don't need to come back. Sean and Sarah don't need to come back. Some of these storylines are, even though they may be real, which I highly doubt they're 100% real at this point because you're stretching it. They're just not interesting anymore, and they've run their course, okay? And it just feels like you're just doing stuff to have a storyline in order to stay on this show so that you can get a little check. Now, I don't know how much the check is, but, they're doing a little something, probably pay a bill here or a bill there, But, like I'm saying, Amber and Puppy, I'm just tired of the crying. At this point, if y'all not finna bump coochies, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing because at this point, it's just like a lot of sexual tension. That's what I'm going to boil it down to, y'all, because that's the way y'all was introduced to us. Y'all said that y'all was up in prisons together. Y'all basically was playing girlfriends up in prison. And, you get drunk, and that's when you want to fill all up on Puppy, Amber. And then come to find out, Puppy really had real-ass feelings for you, but you didn't have feelings like that because you said, bitch, I ain't gay. I'm only gay when I'm drunk. Girl, I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that, okay? No. I might hit it, but, I still don't like people like that. You know what I'm saying? Sex is sex. Moving on from that, I'm just being honest with y'all, girl. Toxicity. It just pours out my skin sometimes, all right? It just comes on out. But see, the difference is I can admit it. I can't look at myself on this camera and then sit here and act like, everything all to the good. I'm just perfect and I'm just this great. Girl, bitch, I got flaws too. I can't look at myself and lie to myself. No. And y'all will call it out too. But anyway, some of y'all lying to yourselves as well. Y'all just as toxic as me. But anyway, it's nothing to be happy about. It's not cute. It's something I got to grow out of, okay? But, Puppy been having an issue ever since Amber got with somebody else. That's just what it is, okay? And so I feel like because she couldn't get with Amber, that's when she got with Eric, and she just, clinked on and attached to him, and then allowed herself to be controlled by that man because, basically she felt like she ain't had nothing else to do. She ain't had nothing else to give or whatever. She just got out of jail. I'm sitting here like, damn, Puppy, how come you couldn't go to school or whatever? How come you couldn't get in the program or whatever? Like, do something. Mama went straight to the bottle, and straight to Eric, and was okay with the fact that, listen, you can't tell me Puppy did not know that Eric was out here still messing around with his ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-wife, or that he was messing around, period. He just don't give me, I'm just with you type of tease. And especially the fact that when we found out that he didn't want her to work, oh, girl, 2 + 2 = 4. Maybe in Puppy's world, it equals 7. I don't know, but it wasn't adding up for her. And you just can't tell me. I think like she was just being willfully blind, okay? Because we all can see the writings on the walls. Destiny's Child. You know what I'm saying? We all saw them. We all saw it. So damn, bitch. Like, stop crying. Stop crying over spoiled curd milk, okay? And then so you doing all of that, and then we get Amber's little issues with TC. At this point in time, TC and Amber need to break up. I'm just gonna say everybody needs to break up, okay? That's the easiest solution, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, TC's still up in his feelings about the fact that Amber had to get that abortion. That's basically what it is, Amber is going through so much. Did she really need to get the abortion? I don't know. Okay, now the doctor, I don't know how many doctors she done spoke to that gave her the same opinion, but that was the decision that she came through. She said the liver was going to be effed up and it was going to be a life or death situation for her. All right, so let's get rid of the thing. It was hard on her. She done got depressed for it. She done gained weight and everything. Meanwhile, TC won't discuss his feelings with her about the whole situation. She want to talk to him about it, and it just don't happen. And sometimes men do that because they just don't know how to express themselves and express the fact that, yeah, they're hurt. Okay, TC hurt that he had to go through that. And I'm sitting here like, but what about, so you mean to tell me you're not asking her how she's feeling or whatever? You probably don't want to express yourself, and you probably feel some type of way that this had to happen because it's against your moral code or, what you believe. TC's very much pro-life. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's coming off as. And I'm pretty sure we all picked up on it and they probably already said it. But at the end of the day, either you're going to sit there regardless and not ask this girl how she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Make her feel loved, make her feel wanted, because obviously that's not going on because there's no real communication happening around that, you know? And that's kind of messed up, but I'm not surprised that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because some men do that. They shut down themselves, and especially if they didn't want it to happen, they get up in their feelings or whatever, and they don't know how to express themselves. I said some, okay? And she was trying to talk to him when they went out to the little garden place, and he was listening, but he wasn't listening, meaning participating in it, you know what I'm saying? And he just feel like anything that he say about it is probably going to be wrong or whatever. And I mean, at this point in time, just say what you need to say so that y'all can talk about it, you know? So, like, let's get it out there, you know? Instead of holding on to it and making her feel like you don't want her, because that's exactly what it feel like. That man said, I mean, why don't you just go to the gym? That'll just make you feel better. That makes anybody feel better because that's good for anybody. Now, on the one hand, I would have felt some type of way. Now, sir, what you trying to say? I'm fat. Man, Amber had already said she had got a gym membership because, you know, she's trying to get back into the throes of things to try to get herself together. I said, yes. Let me tell you something. When I was going through my bout of depression last year, girl, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to do nothing, okay? And that's the reason why I gained the weight that I gained or whatever. And then I kept on saying, you know what, y'all, I'm finna start working out. I'm finna do this. Girl, it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. And then one day you just wake up and you be like, bitch, let me just get up and start doing this. And then you just start coming up out of it. So, you know, exercising and all that stuff, it do a little something. But, you know, TC, I just felt a little bit away, but I know you probably didn't mean it. But, you know, so she was doing that. Mind you, earlier than that, she was on the phone with her mama and had the nerve to ask her mama and her daddy if they gonna give her, could they give her $50,000 to go into business with Ruben with this shop. They was like, girl, what? Hold on, we'll get back to you. Mama called back and said, nah, girl, this ain't gonna happen. All right, this is not gonna happen. You've been going through a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You've been having a torrid of a year so far. You've been through depression. I don't feel like this is in good standards with you right now. You know, maybe down the road when you get your little mental together, but right about now, I just don't see it for you, baby girl. It's just not going to happen. So you're not going to give it to me? No. All right, mama. Now, see, I really thought that she was going to hang up on them when they said no right off the bat. Because that is something that I would have did if I was in my feelings. It's just how I am sometimes. You know, I don't want to hear rational thinking or whatever. If I'm not dependent, boy. If I'm counting on something to happen, I'm going to be like, ooh. And then I'm listening to you to give me the good news. And then you say no, click. Because now I'm in my feelings. Because now I'm mad. And I'm sad because I feel like you weren't trying to hit me out like I'm trying to do something positive and you go say no. But I said, Amber, $50,000 is a lot. Please don't be out here telling people that you're going to be doing stuff and you ain't even got the money and the resources to do it. Baby, I think I am losing weight because I don't think my chin is as big as it used to be. Speaking of going to the gyms and shit. And mind you, anyway, we'll get there because I'm going to save that for when we get to another particular person. Because I was befuddled. And I'm pretty sure y'all already know who I'm talking about. But we'll get there. And I was just sitting there like, oh, okay, girl. You know, and especially after the whole situation that happened between her and Puppy, girl, I would have hung up the phone on mom and daddy. I would have been like, call them back later and apologize and say, girl, it really wasn't y'all. I had just got into a argument or whatever with my play bitch, and it just spiraled over. I just didn't need to hear that at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it just spilled over. That's just basically what it is. And I was like, or I wouldn't have gave her ass the money either. Because at this point in time, girl, Amber, she ain't got no job. All right? She's just like, I don't know how I feel. Like this is one of the few times that I ever felt like I don't got control or I don't know what's going to happen next. And I understood that. I kind of related to that because, girl, I don't like feeling like that either. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so cautious with a lot of the stuff that I do, you know. So there's that. But when she went to the gym and then Puppy showed up later and then they get into it, girl, she asking about Eric. Puppy said, bitch, Eric is gone. Okay, it is what it is. There's no more Eric. There's no more Puppy. We girl, fuck all that. What's going on with you and TC? Because I'm saying, you know, you look a little different or whatever. Girl, they get into talking about how that whole thing going and all that stuff. Yang, 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 yang. But then, you know, Amber was like, so you talking all that stuff with her, so well, I can't even come to your house. Girl, you could come to my house. This is what Puppy was saying. I can't even come to your house. Girl, you can come to my house. What you talking about? No, I can't come to your house. Like, I want to feel wanted, and I don't feel like your man want me there. Girl, it's my house, but you also got to understand it's not just my house. It's also his house, too. And y'all was doing some things out there. And, you know, TC didn't even want to be around there because he ain't trusted, you know, because of the whole situation that happened with his daddy. And his daddy was on drugs and all that stuff. And I was like, damn. So, Amber, you basically putting it out there that, you know, Eric and Puppy was over there doing some shit that they weren't supposed to do. That's probably why. Nope, I ain't gonna say that's probably. That's exactly why TC put that shit out there on blast a few episodes ago when you was trying to tell them, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Dead ass, okay? Cut them cameras. We don't need this on here because I didn't say that. Even though I did. But I didn't say that. We not snitching like that. Girl, you said that shit. And it's kind of making me feel like it was true, right? You know, because TC just don't like Puppy. And I feel like TC probably don't like Puppy because of that, but mostly because of the fact that he can see that Puppy is kind of a user, you know? And I agree with Amber sometimes. When Amber said Puppy don't give her the same that she give her, we see that. We always seeing Amber coming to Puppy's rescue. But see, Amber, I put that on you too. Because you can be a good friend, but you also got to put your foot down. And I feel as though, you know, Puppy was like, I mean, Amber just want to be like the super saver whole type of person. She want to be the hero in Puppy's story. You know, she was like, since I can't give you the coochie like you want, I'll be your hero. You know what I'm saying? Because when a hero comes along, Mariah Carey, you know what I'm saying? She just want to do all of that. And I was just like, girl, stop. She's like, you won't even let me sleep on your couch. You can come and sleep on my couch. What you talking about? You can come sleep on my couch. I said, child, y'all finna do this up in this empty-ass gym. Conveniently, y'all get up into an argument in an empty-ass gym. Now, let me tell you this. Can we get a film? Can we get a scene where y'all get into an argument where everybody and their mama is really there and people are actually looking? Because, bitch, if I would have been there just sitting on the stationary bike like this, can I say something? Now, I don't know y'all, but I can hear everything that you're saying. I can literally hear everything you're saying. I had my headphones on there because y'all was really, really loud. I would have, you know, that would have been me. Have y'all been seeing those clips on TikTok? I don't know who it is that started this trend, but somebody took the Destiny Child's girl video when they was sitting down there, and that part where Beyonce was singing, and she was like, girl, I've been knowing you since we was 10. And they was like, why she screaming? And people are doing reactions to it as if they sitting at the table next to it. The shit is funny. Because that would have been me. I would have been paying attention like, girl, we tried not to be up in people's business, but if y'all loud enough, I'm damn sure gonna listen because obviously you want us to. Because you so damn loud. So I'm finna be sitting there looking like, this shrimp good, but the tea is good too, girl. Like, what's going on over there? My life is better than this. What is this? You know, that's what I was giving. And I just don't understand. At this point in time, Amber and Puppy just need to go ahead and fuck, okay? You know, she talked about something, come on, get in the car. I said, child, y'all did all of that for y'all to say, I love you, because then Puppy was like, she getting mad at me and she talking about some, you know, getting mad at me for drinking when she the one that's always drunk, but yet you want to get mad at me. I said, oh, we spilling our teas tonight, huh? I said, well, truth be told, you ain't never lied. But Puppy, you ain't off the hook because you was a drunk when you first came onto the scene. All right, you was supposed to be cleaning that lady's house and you was up in there in the pool drunk as shit. Okay, dropping alcohol up in the driveway. I remember all of that. Moving on from that. So we get that whole situation. Who else? Lindsey and Blaine. Let me just get them little things out the way. Girl, they had to move out their little trailer that they had. Now, girl, I thought they was building up the trailer. That's what I thought was going on, right? But I guess she said something about the lease being up or whatever. So I was like, it's you was living in a trailer temporarily as you was getting the place that you was supposed to be built up or whatever. Is that what was going on, or was that place literally the place that y'all was putting y'all? I don't know. Either way, they had to move into a temporary rental, right? So Lil Miley come over there and she said, girl, what the hell is this? No lie, no shade. I probably would have turned my nose up slightly. Only get the fact that they said that there wasn't no Wi-Fi. And she was like, wait a minute, I can't get no bars out here. Like, I can barely see anything. It's just sitting here not saying sin. Not saying sin. And then, you know, Lindsey gonna say, there's no Wi-Fi out here. I said, girl, what? That's the first thing we get turned on when we come up in here, okay? You get to turn this goddamn Wi-Fi on so I can do everything else, all right? I ain't got time to be using up my LTE and all my 5G and all that shit. Turn the Wi-Fi on, bitch. But, you know, Miley was giving us very much teenager, okay? Preteen, teen, early teen, you know, giving us all those vibes. It's just like, Mama's giving her attitude, and that's just what it is, you know. Lindsey a little pissed off because, you know, they had moved and Blaine was up and in the bed asleep and they didn't start unpacking nothing. So, you know, they wind up going out to go paintball fighting or whatever, do some little paintball shooting or whatever, and she really wasn't here for it. Miss Miley, you know, she went back up in the thing and she just started texting and doing whatever it is that she was doing, that little kid, that teenagers do. And so at this point, she was giving a lot of attitude. And Lindsey just didn't understand why. You know, at one point, Lindsey got us in the car. She was like, whew, I'm so tired from all of that stuff we was doing. Girl, Miley said, maybe you need to run more. I said, girl, you know, little Miss Miley, you ain't had to do all of that. That kind of struck a chord. You kind of saw how Lindsey kind of got a little bit quiet, a little bit. I said, that's your child. Meanwhile, she dropped her off at her mama's house. And then she called the mama, and she was trying to ask the mama, is everything okay with Miley? Because, you know, she was giving me the flux or whatever. And mama was giving dry answers. And I said, what is going on? She was like, no, yeah. So it was like, is everything all right with Miley? Yeah, she fine. You know, she went straight to that room. Yeah, because, you know, when she was with me, it was like, I'm a little confused because at first she was like real happy to be there. And then all of a sudden her mood changed and it's like, I don't know. And the mama was like, okay. Yeah, I said, bitch, if you don't want to get on the phone with me and talk to me like I'm trying to be a mama, you know I had, you know, did some things that, you know, made me not a part of her life for most of it. But, girl, I'm trying. Can you try with me? It was just a weird communication. And then Lindsey all up in her feelings and having breakdown or whatever, talking about she the only one that's doing stuff because, you know, Blaine ain't got no job. She got a job working in a rehab center from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Baby, why would you take the night shift? That was the only one. Girl, ain't no way in hell I could do that. I am not nocturnal, okay? I am not finna be sleeping through the day and out there kicking it at night. Hell no, okay? But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do because she the only one that's bringing cash up in the house. I said, all right, because, you know, he do construction. She said the construction stuff is dried up, whatever, because, you know, it's winter. You know what I'm saying? So people getting laid off left and right. I said, wow, girl, you should have thought about that. Now, see, I was about to say, now, Deontay looking a little bit better, huh? But then y'all had told me Deontay was up in debt himself. I said, God damn. The pandemic came through and just, well, no, I ain't even going to call it the pandemic because Deontay just, you know what it is, okay? He was never good with his money. This ain't the first time he done been down on his luck and had to go stay with his mama. But hey, that's what you chose. And then, you know what? I'm up in my house trying to, you know, have a relaxing night and calm down and probably listen to a little bit of music that's soothing to me, drink a little wine or whatever. You and eat my little cheese plate, right? I don't want to be all of a sudden having my relaxation and meditation moments just interrupted because I hear somebody acting like a banshee outside because they banging on the goddamn garage next door to me and they screaming or whatever. Like, I can't do this, girl. Get your ass in the house. Quit being embarrassing, okay? We don't do that. I will call the cops. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I'll call the cops and the nurse. Y'all know, back over when I was in my other place, them motherfuckers used to have that music up so goddamn loud. We call the cops all the time. That's the only thing I call the cops on. Because why? Why is my house shaking? Like, girl, y'all just didn't understand. And I know somebody saying, like, Ashley, you in? No. You get up into a house, okay? You'll get into a house, and this is how loud the goddamn music was. You are across the street. I'm directly across from you, and you got your music up. And why is it that my whole house is shaking as if the speaker is inside in my living room? That's how I am. Like, what is going on? I am deep sleep and I get woken up because everything's shaking. I ain't got time for that. Like, how is your eardrum still intact? So don't. Okay, I'll call the cops on that. You know, anything else, it depends. Moving on from that, this whole shit with Sean and Sarah, girl, we don't care. We don't care. Sean, you want to be mad because of the fact that Sarah did not tell you that she was up there talking to her baby daddy and trying to get Abby back with her baby daddy. Mind you, at this point, Abby still don't know that man her daddy. I said, that's some damn shame. That is messed up. All right, Sean, get about your feelings, because at the end of the day, you up here talking to your son about the whole thing and talking about it's not the fact that he want to be in her life and, you know, she want him around for to be in Abby's life because, you know, she deserves to know who her father is. It's just the way that she went about it. Understandable, but at the same time, girl, listen, Sean, you also lied to her. You lied to her about who you was talking to, why you was talking to her, and you also lied to her about how many kids you had and all that stuff. So listen, what goes around comes back around. Hey, that's what's happening with you, baby, okay? And we really don't care. Sarah, you going over there to your mama and your stepdaddy, her boyfriend or whatever, and you telling her, listen, he done found out. He a little mad. Is he mad with me? I think he is probably a little mad at you because, you know, you was not telling him what was going on when he asked you. Mama said, well, technically speaking, it wasn't my news to tell, and I ain't in this shit, so I'm not finna spill somebody's tea. I'm gonna leave that up to you to tell him because that's what your job was. And I said, you know what? Agree. Okay, that's not my responsibility. You know, I said, Sean, get the hell over it. Moving on from that, who else we got? It's like I'm trying to get all the white couples out the way. You know what? I love the fact that stupid shit be just be coming out of my mouth. And y'all don't get offended, okay? Y'all don't get offended. Oh my goodness. Because sometimes I be catching myself. And I'm like, oh, and the reason why I catch myself is because I'm like, you know, I don't want people to be offended. Like, damn, was that a little bit much? Nah, if y'all think that's a little bit much, don't be sensitive. Don't be sensitive. It ain't no... You should be used to it, okay, y'all? Because we going to get to the niggas next. All right, so let me just get y'all out the way. But this whole situation with Chance and Taylor, baby, I can't feel bad. Taylor, you laid down and you had a goddamn baby with that man. So now you are tied to that man for the rest of your life unless he want to be a deadbeat, okay? Ain't you glad that you didn't go ahead and get married to him? Because all the debt that he is incurring, mind you, Chance has yet to tell her that he ain't got no job now. I said, wait a minute, so you ain't tell her? Now, I thought she knew that you got laid off and that you was out here trying to look for jobs or whatever. But no, he hasn't told her yet, so you out here gambling and spending $70 that could have been on Pampers and formula, you know what I'm saying? It could have been on a goddamn bill that y'all need to be paying down. I said, what the freak? And then, so, let me just say this. Taylor, you reminded me of a white Monique, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Roll with me. Because both of these motherfuckers be on here, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but sometimes you just gotta be real raw and real with it. Y'all on here tracking niggas. And the white... Y'all on here tracking y'all mans, okay? Let me take that out of there. Y'all see how... Woo, I was about to say, and the white man. All right, you know what? Because Chance just give me... like Taylor, I just don't understand what you saying appealing about that. Okay, Chance, what do you be doing? You know, I need you to calm down on that little beard. You know what I'm saying? You 42 years old or whatever. Our bodies ain't meant to ain't working the same. And sometimes, you know, we hold on to weight and stuff in different ways. And I could tell that you've been drinking a lot of beer, baby. You scratched out. You stressed out. Is that where the money going? To that beer gut. I said, child, put your shirt on, all right, or suck it in. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't deserve to have your shirt off when you're not doing anything. All you doing is lying. All you doing is lying. Listen, let me tell you something. Truth be told, ain't nothing wrong with a little belly. Ain't nothing wrong with a little belly on a man or a woman, all right? Because you rub mine, I rub yours. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. But Chance, I just don't like you. I just don't like you, so that's why I had to say what I had to say. You know, I had to point out certain things just because, you know, you just irk my spirit because you are such a freaking manipulator and you know what you're doing. Is it a hustle thing or whatever? Because you've been trying to hustle this girl ever since you got with her. And at this point in time, I just feel like this has been a con that he's going to play out until he can't play out anymore. This is room and board that he's going to roll with until he gets actually kicked out, you know? And at this point in time, Taylor isn't going to do it because there have been so many red flags ever since he first got out and even more ever since she got pregnant and after she got pregnant, and she's still holding on to this man. And I just don't understand why. That shit when he said, I ain't got time for this child shit. I said, excuse me? Now, are you talking about Taylor being childish or are you talking about the baby that y'all just had? Which one is it? Because, nigga, you ain't working. You're not working, so you could play Mr. Mom, bitch, okay? That's what you could do, you know? And you know, she get up in her feelings or whatever because she saw something in his phone. He talking to some girl named Jackie or whatever. He talked about something. That's my friend. I know her for 25 years and all this stuff. And she getting upset because she said all of a sudden this your friend, a friend I ain't never heard about. You been out for over a year. She ain't never came over here. She ain't never talked on the phone to you. Or I ain't never heard of her. So what you talking about? I'm looking at the phone records or whatever, and they talk about something. You talk to this person at 6, 8, and 10. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? I said, excuse me, you and Monique, like, I don't understand getting into relationships where you feel like you have to track a person. You tracking their location because that's exactly what both of them doing to both of their niggas. Granted, they both not trustworthy. I understand that, but why are you putting up with it? I am not about to get into a relationship where I have to track a person. I have to go through their text messages. I have to constantly ask for their phone and all of this stuff. You know, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so he getting pissed off because she want to see his phone, looking at through the text messages, asking about people, who is this and who is that, and he was like, well, you got friends that you know, this person and he naming off men or whatever. She was like, the only difference is I tell you about them. You don't tell me about these people. And I said, well, that makes a point. If she's telling you, how come you can't tell her? Open line of communication because you're sneaky and you're doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing, all right? Girl, they had a conversation after he done got pissed off and went outside, you know, talking to, basically, he be trying to blame, he's a gaslighter. You do all of this stuff. You're the one that's hiding all the secrets. You're the one that's not telling her that y'all is in a whole bunch of debt. You're the one that's telling her that you're not telling her, I should say, that you ain't got no job. But yeah, you are in your feelings when she calls you out about texting this person, that person. Granted, I'd probably be in my feelings too because why you know, all up in my phone. But I wouldn't be so hard like he is because at that moment in time, it'll just make me feel like you had something, you really doing something. And especially given that you ain't got no job, then that's going to make me look further into what's going on. And then I'm going to stumble across the fact that you ain't got no job, so you been playing me. Nigga, get out. Okay, get out. That's just all that's gonna happen. You know, out there talking mess. I said, are you serious? And then when they had that conversation, basically gonna tell her, maybe you don't need to be with me, because she was like, and you just be talking to other people and I already feel insecure about my body, and then when you go and you talking to these other women, it just makes me feel like, I said, girl, what? Why are you in a relationship with somebody that makes you feel insecure? Why are you in a relationship with somebody that you feel like may possibly cheat on you because of the way that you look, because you gained weight, because of this, because of that? Baby, get the fuck up out of it, okay? Get up out of it and put the nigga on child support. Get the law to get him up out your house if that's what you need be. And if he want to run off, baby, that's the best thing that probably could happen, because he ain't doing shit right about now. Nigga, can you put 2 + 2 cents together and get a pair of Pampers? You probably can't. The baby needs some Similac, okay? She needs to give her titty a rest for one day. Can you go get a backup can of Similac just in case she can't produce milk anymore? Are you sitting there asking the girl what's going on with her body and how she been feeling and all this stuff? And at this point in time, I don't even want to go too hard on Taylor, because it just popped up in my head after I'm talking about titty milk and everything. Mama could possibly be going through post-traumatic, postpartum. She's postpartum, and she could be in postpartum depression, because it happens sometimes with a lot of women after they give birth, and the fact that you're doing all of this stuff and then you're trying to blame her and make it seem like she's the one at fault for a lot of shit that you've been doing and how you feel, that's effed up. That's effed up, and that just goes to show you really don't care about her. You really don't care about her. That girl is literally sitting there crying in your face, and you just don't give a damn. Baby, Taylor, what was it that you saw? What was it that you saw? Because I don't see it. Chan's voice alone, like, you can't be that thick and juicy with that small ass voice. Baby, I would laugh at you every time. You gonna do what? Put a little bass in it. I did. That's as far as you can go. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sit back down and drink my tea, okay? Now, when you wanna put some bass up in it, you girl, baby, my voice deeper than damn Chance, okay? Chance sound like he suck on helium. Anyway, let me get up off of that man. Like, they be irritating me. He really does. Move on from that. We get Cameron and Aris. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know it may come to a little shock to some of y'all because of the way that we started off and how much of an ass that he was being in the beginning. But baby, I like Cameron. I just came to the conclusion that I like Cameron. Out of all of the guys, he the only one that seemed like he attempting to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely feel like he trying. Oscar the Grouch is trying. Like, girl, somebody said that's what he looked like. I said, oh my God, y'all gotta stop it. They said he looked like Oscar the Grouch. They said he looked like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I said, oh my goodness, stop it. He's a good guy for now. You know what I'm saying? I did laugh. But, he doing what he gotta do for now. He said, listen, I understood where Aris was coming from. It's been a couple of months or whatever. She don't want me up in the studio. I'm up here doing customer service. And you know what? I'm so used to being my own boss or whatever. But now I got to answer to another boss. And you know what? It's all right with me. I said, well, good goddamn. Now, that's because you only been doing customer service for a couple of months. Baby, do it a little bit longer and you probably going to be cussing somebody else. It never fails. I work in public service, because I work at the library, and what we do technically is like customer service and public service or whatever, because we do have to interact with the public. Not a day go by when I just want to cuss somebody out. And you got to hold that in because, the entitlement, Jesus. But anyway, so, they going to the doctor or to some little place, and I didn't realize where it was because I thought it was like, they was finna go to a little spa type of situation or whatever. Oh no, baby, they going to some little clinic. They going to some little clinic. I said, where's your doctor? What type of OBGYN is this? This is fancy a little bit. I ain't never do nothing like that, but cause my girl, I got my I ain't gonna say that. That's a little bit much. Baby, They do pap smears up in there and everything. Girl, they had me up in a... Anyway. I said, this is nice. All right, put me in a calm mood while you go play up in my vagina and see if everything... Anyway, no matter how I put it, it's gonna come off like, moving on, girl. They getting ultrasounds and shit. I said, ultrasounds, baby, what? We done missed a couple of chapters. What happened? Girl, Aris says, you know what, when we got together and we got married, you know, we said, we come to the conclusion that, you know, we was gonna lax up on the, you know, birth control. And it's like, as soon as I stopped taking the birth control, baby, dead ass, I got a little nugget in there. I said, wow, you know what? And the only reason why I'm not mad is because he actually got a job. You know, he actually buckled down a little bit and went and got him an actual job. But right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can do your little music on the side. You don't got to stop that. But you need a job that's going to give you a paycheck at least every week or every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So we know that it's guaranteed to come in because, you know, other stuff on the side don't be guaranteeing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. You know, they 16 weeks or whatever. He was hoping for a little boy to be named Cameron Jr. But unfortunately for him and fortunately for the whole family, you know, they got a little girl. Her name is Charlie. It was really cute that they was going to put, hi, Lena. My name is Charlie, on the little ultrasound to give to her daughter. And it was really cute. You know, so they get up into a little argument because the in-laws are coming into town. His people coming, his sisters and stuff. And then Aris' daddy come. Now, the argument happened because she was basically saying she wanted to do this the correct way since she didn't, and have a sit-down conversation with her father because she did not do the whole marriage thing correctly, the wedding thing correctly with him. And I didn't understand why Cameron got so offended. She wasn't saying that you owe him anything or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's a respect thing. And it's not even that. You just literally marry somebody's daughter and they know nothing about you. So I would want to sit down and clear the air on that. And he couldn't grasp that. And that's basically what she was saying. Like, you're not a bad person, but we do need to clear this up with my father because he did not know. He wasn't invited to the wedding. It was spur of the moment and all of that stuff. And, you know, my daddy feels some way about that. And once you have your child, mind you, you're about to have a daughter, Cameron, you will understand exactly where her daddy is coming from. You know, any parent. They want to know who the hell their kids getting married to and if they good character or not or whatever. And even if they get, so they can give their opinion. And then just to let you know, this is how I feel. So if you want to keep on going and doing what you're doing, that's fine. But just as long as you know how I feel about it. And so, you know, when they got home, he wound up apologizing and they explained it a little bit so he can understand or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Cameron just always gave me the type that, you know, I'm going to do what I want to do, and whatever I feel is how I feel. I'm not apologizing for shit, but he been apologizing. And that is what's getting me, bitch. I'm a sucker. Okay, there it is. There it is, bitch. Y'all could probably be up in the comments like, Ash, you falling for it? Yes. Bird. Not in that way, but, you know, soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like mushy shit like that. You know, sometimes I be coming out real hard. Oh, I can't even do that because my shoulder hurt. But sometimes you just want to sensitivity. All right. Rap Trash Van. Baby, I just gave y'all a whole playlist up in this damn video. I just realized that. Okay. Did y'all do y'all homework? Some of y'all did. Others, you didn't. Okay? Now, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all this week, I want y'all to go listen to some early 90s R&B and some early 2000s R&B. That's what I want y'all to do. You know, since I was putting those songs out and everything, go ahead and get onto your Spotify, your Apple, your Tidal, and look up the playlist, okay? And then report back to me some of the songs that you enjoy, okay? There you go. That's the homework for the week. Moving on from that, so that's cute or whatever. I really like the way that they surprised Miss Little Lena. Lena is 9 years old, but I really feel like she's 29. She 29. She real mature for her age. She came through the door with her little bantu knots. I said, oh, look at that. She is a grown little girl, and I love her. I said, oh, you're so cute. You know, I said, listen, the natural hairstyle, I like that so much. And they surprised her with a little ultrasound in a little frame. And, you know, she said she was excited. She said, you know what? I'm good. I just hope the baby don't come out acting like Cameron because he just be doing the most. He be eating up all the food and drinking up all the sodas. And I just don't appreciate that. But other than that, I'm cool with him. I'm going to be a great big sister. I did like that little talk that she had with Aris said. I like it, but... you know, I'm not going to be a baby no more. And, you know, what if you love her more than you love me? She said, girl, I ain't going to love her more than I love you. And I said, excuse me? You just going to put it out there? You ain't going to love the baby more than you love her? She said, because I'm going to love both y'all equally. I said, oh. She said, I'm not finna favoritize. I said, favoritize? Huh. Now, let me type that and see if that's a real word. Because I never heard that. Favorite. Ties. No, it's not. I said, Aris pregnancy got you making up words and shit. Favoritized. She was like, I'm gonna love them equally. I said, oh, okay, cool. That's basically what was going on with Aris and Cameron. Now let's get to Monique and Derek. Derek get to Chicago, right? And I believe she picked him up at Midway Airport. Because I feel like O'Hare just be a lot of busyness, okay? Because that's the big airport. And it was really slow. Ain't nobody out there, whatever. So I feel like that was Midway. I ain't been to Midway in a minute. I ain't been on a plane in a minute. That's going to change in a couple of months. Y'all are going to Puerto Rico in June. That's been one of the places on my bucket list that I've been trying to get to. I said, before I leave this earth, woo! I'm finna go to Puerto Rico. That's been the place that I've been wanting to go to for years, and that's finna happen. Do you need a passport? Please tell me you, because I think I need to get mine updated. Girl, anyway, moving on from that. You got that going on, and she pull up. He gives her some flowers, and she like, you know, Derek's, what is it called? Derek's love language is money and this and that. So, you know, that just, you know, him coming down with flowers and him spending money on a plane ticket. That just shows me how much he loves me and want to be with me. Niggas pay money for plane tickets and flowers for booty calls, okay? And never see your ass again. That don't mean love. I said, all right, Monique, if that's what you want to feel, that's what you want to feel, mama. So they get there. They driving in the car. He want to go out in the night. She said, we'll go out tomorrow. She's like, nope, because we stand up inside or whatever. You know, we got to build this trust back up because, you know, I really don't trust him no more after finding out that he was cheating on me. And it's like, I feel like some other stuff is going on. And if I find out that he has still been cheating, I'm going to be done for real this time. Fast forward to the present time when he actually admitted on Carlos King that he had cheated not so long ago. You're still with him. So let's stop these lies, okay? We can't believe anything that she says. Anyway, it reeks of stupidity. Meanwhile, girl, I look at Monique and I just get tired. Because she make me so mad. I be like, girl, can you open up your mouth and just stop talking like that? Like, girl, it's like, no, you really don't. Y'all notice I get to talking about people when I can't stand them. And I hate that about me. I really do. Because y'all ain't done nothing to me. I just don't like when people be stupid on purpose. And I don't care if it's for a check or not. Why are we being stupid? Why are we allowing this to play out? Why are you allowing yourself to be on this TV show and let people outside of the show just talk mad shit about you and you play into their narratives? Like, I just don't understand that. Because Ashley would never, okay? Meanwhile, they finally get to the house. She was like, you know, because we got that little bit of money because she had to move. She said because the rent was a little bit high. So, you know, she moved to a cheaper place. And I said, well, girl, I was looking at that place. I said, that place look nice, bitch. Where you stay at, Monique? And is it another opening? Because, girl, I'll come up in there. Not at your place. I'm talking about, you know, the another house in the area or whatever. Because I said, this is nice, bitch. They don't look like it was in Chicago. It probably looked like it was a little suburb slightly away from Chicago. I don't know. But it looked nice. I said, all right, you come in. You got the TV right there. Now, that's a little dangerous place because sometimes you just be busting in the door and you don't want to knock the TV over because you done threw your bag or whatever. But, you know, that's cool. You know, got your little seat right there. Got your little couch right there. You know, he was like, where the furniture? What's going, where everything at? I said, excuse you. She said, first of all, I just moved up in this place. And then when we panned out and we saw everything that was up in there, I said, what the hell are you talking about? What were you expecting, sir? You got the little seating area right here. You got a couch right here. You go in and you got the dining table in the dining room and it's set up. And then you go into her bedroom, it's set up. So, baby, what are you talking about? But then here's the get you gotcha. Girl, they went downstairs to the basement. Oh, I said, girl, you got a full basement. She got the TV over the fireplace and everything. She got a little couch over there, all that stuff. It looked real nice, real homey. And then in the back, I seen either a treadmill or an elliptical and an exercise bike. I said, ma'am, are you living with somebody? Because who was those exercise equipment for? Because girl, it ain't for you. It ain't for you because you don't look like you. And you want to know why I'm seeing it like that? Because I just hate when people get on shows and stuff and they complain about their weight. You know, she did that at the beginning. You want us to sympathize, and we sympathize for the most part. And I'm not fat shaming or nothing like that, but you know, you can't keep on talking about it and you're not going to do nothing about it because, girl, that's when people just start saying, okay, so what you going to do about it? So, I mean, granted, she probably could have just got the stuff, or granted, somebody else was there and it was there, or she living there with somebody else, or I don't know. I was just really... I said, give me a close-up on the stuff to see if they got dust on them. Because if they got dust on them, baby, you ain't been doing nothing with that. Monique, and you want to know why I probably feel that way? Because when I sing this part, I was literally up here exercising myself. You know what? Big people, we talk about big people. So there's just that. I don't understand it because, listen, I tell y'all, my sister a little chunky too. That bitch called me fat in a minute, and I call that bitch fat back. Like with your web back ass. Okay, bitch, look at you. Well, look at me, bitch. You know, that's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? But, y'all know damn well, I don't care. It ain't... Take it how you want to, because you know damn well. We was all on the same page, okay? Meanwhile, she up there going through his bag and everything, trying to see if he had his phone up there so she could go through it and all that stuff and see who he talking to. You done picked up and got the phone records and seeing who he done called and all this. He hopping his little ass up on the counter. I said, bitch, I don't give a good goddamn what you doing and what the purpose is, but if you don't get your ass off that counter, at least take your goddamn shoes off. I said, how dare you? Now, see, let me tell you something. Derek was a little short buzz happening because he got up there on that counter and he was feeling up on the top of the cabinets. I said, now I know you see that it ain't no space up there. Ain't no way in here. You ain't even have to hop up on the goddamn counter to see that there's no space up there so that you can't put anything up in there, especially as big as that damn ring box. I said, what are we doing, Derek? What are we doing here? So he went on ahead and he opened up the cabinet and put it inside this big coffee mug cup and put it in the corner. And I said, oh, okay, now get your little ass down, all right? He is so pocket-sized. What is it? Like, all the black men are pocket-sized on this season. Him and Cameron. I said, all right, you know, so she questioning him about his phone and all of this stuff, and then picked the fight over that because he didn't want to give her the phone and said, well, you're not sleeping up here. You're going to sleep down there in the basement. Mind you, he said, look at Big Mama. Let me tell you something, bitch. I know I'm big. And you probably said that because you think it's cute or whatever. But don't be in a relationship with me and don't be friends with me calling me Big Mama, bitch. I'm going to feel some type of way, all right? You know, you call me baby, bae, you know what I'm saying, boo-boo. You know, why I call you my little stinky butt, you know what I'm saying, all that. But baby, don't call me Big Mama. Do not call me Big Mama. Depending on who you are, you probably can call me Big Daddy, but don't call me Big Mama, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. I said Derek style. Now, when she call you Hobbit, don't say nothing, okay? But I'm just sitting here like, Monique, you really picked this fight with this man. He ain't even been up in the house for a good 30 minutes, and you didn't pick this fight with this man to try to see what was up in his phone. Get the hell up out of here. Go do 30 minutes on that stationary bike, okay? And calm the fuck down. I am so sorry because, listen, if you feel like I was shaming her or whatever, I'm not. She annoys the fuck out of me. And that's just it. Girl, I see her, I just go like this. Whew, it's time for bed. I just got tired of shit. Where's my pillow? That's how I feel every time I see her. Like, god damn, she just gives me slow, short bus. No shade, no shade. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm about to get into an offensive territory, and I feel like somebody's gonna get offended. Girl, don't, okay? And I'm about to quack off. And I will see y'all later. Don't forget your homework, okay? Don't forget your homework, all right? Some of y'all trying to get gold stars, and some of y'all ain't even halfway there. You want to pass this course? Get on with it, all right? Anyway, I'll see y'all later, all right? Enjoy the rest of your weekend.